Hello, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, today's guest is someone whose life story reads like a powerful novel, but it's all real. Dr. Clementine Msengi is a survivor, a scholar, and a storyteller whose journey from the horrors of genocide to the heart of America is nothing short of breathtaking and life changing. In 1994, Clementine escaped the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda, a tragedy that claimed over 1 million lives in just 100 days. She arrived in Cedar Falls, Iowa as a refugee, carrying nothing but hope and the will to survive. 1 years later, she's a U.S. citizen, a respected educator, and a force for good in the world. Her memoir, Spared, Escaping Genocide, Finding God, and Finding Home in America, is not just a book. It's a deeply personal, raw, faith-filled account of survival. It's a story of unimaginable loss, but also healing, strength, and triumph. It's the kind of book that stays with you long after the last page. And yes, I've read it and we're going to talk about it. And also, we are giving you, the viewer, an opportunity to win a free copy of said book. That's all you have to do is get back on the website after you watch this and go to the contest tab. Boom, from the drop down menu, you simply select Spared, my free copy, put your name in there, and hopefully you will win. Dr. Msengi is now a faculty member at Lamar University in Texas, where she's shaping the next generation of leaders. She's the founder of a nonprofit supporting refugees and immigrants, and she's been honored by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security as an outstanding American by choice. Yes. She also recently earned a silver medal in the Illumination Book Awards for Spared, a well-deserved recognition for a story the world needs to hear. In recognition of her distinguished contributions to education and service, Dr. Msengi was recently inducted into the Hall of Excellence at the University of Northern Iowa College of Education, where she earned both her bachelor's and her master's degree. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Clementine Msengi. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you so much, Vicki. I'm honored to be here with
Oh,
you.
thank you so much, honey. Now, tell me, it's my honor, truly. Tell me about your creative process as an author.
Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate that question. My creative process as an author, especially for this book, Spared,
Yes.
is totally something that happened as you introduced my story in introduction.
Yes.
I'm a survivor of the genocide against the Tutsis in 1994.
Yes.
And this took me in hiding for 3 months. As we know, this genocide lasted over 100 days.
Yes.
And I was forced to hide for over during that time. So it got to where I was living moment by moment, not knowing whether I was going to make it to the next second or I will make it to the next minute or an hour. So, as a Christian, that is the time I said, okay, God, now my life is in your hand.
Yes.
But before I give up and fall in despair, I want to make a promise to you, God.
Right.
If you spare me,
Yes.
I will talk about the wonders of your mighty hands for the rest of my life.
Yes.
I made that promise halfway through the genocide, hiding in an outdoor spot when people were hunting and killing every Tutsi they could find.
Mhm.
Before I could give up, I said, I think God is my last hope. I made that prayer. Now I'm going to sleep, whatever happens.
Yeah.
Now the story, we are 31 years later, God spared me.
Yes, he did.
He did. And that is where the title of my book came
Yes.
from.
Yes.
spared.
Yes.
So the writing process after that, I said, okay, now what do I want to share with the world?
Right.
I don't want to just talk about being spared, being a victim of the enemies. I want to talk about how do we find hope when there is no hope? How do we keep moving when life seems impossible and too difficult? So I began to create an outline. I started with almost 400 pages of script.
Oh, wow.
It was long. There was a lot to tell.
Yes.
so, so finally I said, "Oh my gosh, nobody wants to read 400 pages." So I began to cut it back and then organize it thematically. What is important? What do I think my audience will want to hear about?
Oh,
Then went through a round of edits, multiple
yes.
edits,
Yes.
until we came to the final themes, the end of
Yes.
space. So that was my journey.
Oh, wow. How beautiful is that, sweetheart? And I don't know if I've told you or that you heard that I'm a professional editor.
Oh,
Yes, that's my night job and my weekend job. I own my own editing company. So I understand what your editors went through to get you to where you are. I'm sure there was lots of back and forth conversations. Yep. And who's your editor again?
I love editors. So they were in my acknowledgement. I had so many people
Yeah,
coming
so
to
many
read
people.
the page and edit, take this out, keep this, add this. So they made
Yes.
a long list in my acknowledgement page.
Yes. They're all right here so you can read them when you get your book.
I love editors and thank you for
Oh,
letting me know you are an editor.
yes, yes. So going forward, when you need a new editor's fresh perspective, you know where to come. So my website is stjamesediting.com.
Oh, you make a difference. Thank you. This is
Thank you,
great.
sweetheart. Thank you, sweetheart. So tell me, um, what do you like most about helping refugees and immigrants?
Thank you, Vicky. I,
Yes,
I
my
am
pleasure.
very grateful and I'm a proud US citizen right now.
Yes.
And I'm very happy that actually the subtitle of my book is Finding a Home in America. So this has been my home for the past 31 years. But
Yes.
before I found a home, I was a refugee in two other countries.
Ah.
So what happened in Rwanda, they were not only killing and targeting the Tutsis during the 1994 genocide, they were also destroying their homes. So what happened is for me, the last time I saw my home is when I walked through the ruins on my way to find another space to hide.
Oh my gosh.
So when the genocide was over, I didn't only become an orphan and lose my parents, I also became homeless. So that is something very difficult for anybody who may be living in a war zone or living in a place where it's unsafe. So refugees are always trying to find a place to be safe and find a new refuge and create their lives again. So knowing that I lived it, I have that first-hand experience. I can feel their pain. It's easy to know how it's like. And now that I'm on the other side, I say,
Yeah.
okay, we have someone new. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I'm ready to support them.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, and for me, Vicky, it's not only refugees; it's anybody who is moving in a new environment.
Yes.
So it
Yes.
could be a college student who've been happy in their hometown. Now they're
Yeah.
new in a university setting. They are
Yeah.
lost. They don't know how to use the system.
Of
I'm
course.
here if I can help you.
Oh.
I feel you. Just having someone to help you transition in that
Yeah.
new environment, that new space you are in. So that drives me.
Yes, that's beautiful. Oh, I love it so much. So let's go back in time before the genocide. Tell me, did you have any fun childhood stories?
Oh my gosh, I like to talk about childhood stories.
Ooh, yay.
Sure, I love a lot of them too.
Nice.
Yes, in my book there is a chapter that I added this chapter a little bit later through the editing process.
Yes.
It's a chapter called Waterfall Days. It's chapter 2.
Okay.
So yeah, that's one of my favorite childhood
Wonderful.
stories. So
Yes.
when we were young, going to school barefoot. Isn't that
Yes.
nice?
Bare feet.
You
Yes.
don't have to worry about shoes. You just wake up,
Yes.
put your uniform clean, and go to school. And then we would
Uh,
pass these waterfalls as children.
yes.
We would just scrub our feet and breathe the water, and then pick up our little bags and make it to school.
Yeah.
But on the weekends too, that waterfall was our place of retreat where all the girls would meet,
Yes.
scrub our feet, we apply
Uh,
lotion, we learn how to be good women,
yes.
mentored by older women who had a lot of wisdom to share.
Right.
So that those memories, I'm thinking, wow, that was a beautiful time. It
Yes.
was carefree, innocent. Everybody was welcome. The
Yeah.
world seemed like beautiful. As children, that's how it should be. We should be
Yes.
carefree.
Right.
So those are some of my memories that
Hmm.
I remember. Now, as an adult, I'm thinking, wouldn't that be nice to recreate that?
Yes. Yeah.
My girlfriends right now, we can talk about our childhood and our adulthood right now.
Right.
Share that wisdom.
That would be so beautiful. And you said in your book that the men did the same thing, but down the way.
Yes, they have
Yes.
their own spot.
Own spot.
Yeah, so we had ours, and we did our, and then men had theirs down. You know,
Yes.
they did more active stuff, swimming.
Right.
We did more feminine, doing lotions, washing clothes.
Yes. And how about having your uniform made for you by a tailor?
Yes, that was fun because
So cool.
they were made for us.
Yes. Whatever you wanted, they would make it for you.
Perfect fit.
Yes, perfect fit.
Yeah,
How beautiful. So you
yeah.
felt like a queen in your uniform because it was yours alone.
It was mine, just my size,
Oh, so
feet measured, little bit of a little beauty, just unique.
yes. Okay, so now this part kind of broke my heart because I love long hair and I love my hair. They had to shave your head in elementary school, so they knew that you were in elementary school? Is that why they did it?
Yes, that was actually,
Oh.
yes, our heads had to be shaved.
Oh, that would break my heart. But somehow you accepted that.
It was a school policy. All of us had shaved, little tiny shaved
Oh,
heads, and we just wash like
oh,
bald heads, and
yes.
yeah, we we didn't think anything about it.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so difficult, but you're all in this together.
We
Oh,
all went this together.
yes. So that bound you to one another in a very close way, right?
It was part of our uniform. Having
Yes.
this short shaved hair was part of what we did. It was almost a symbol that you are still in elementary school.
Okay.
And when we grew up a little older, we went to middle school, secondary, university, and they could let us grow our hair.
Oh, thank goodness. You grow it in high school or secondary school, correct?
Yeah, secondary school, but we still have to keep it short, but
Oh,
not as short
yes, not as
as
short.
when I forgot to send you some of those photos.
Yes, I wanna see some of them. Thank
I
you.
will send you some.
Okay, so next question. So, when did you first know that you wanted to help refugees and immigrants via scholarship, mentorship, and education?
Um, when I came, I first arrived in Cedar Falls.
Yes.
Hello to my Cedar Falls Warrior friends.
Yes. Go Panthers. Yes.
Yay, go fighters.
Yes.
And I went to UNI, University of Northern Iowa.
Mhm.
They had a program. I need to check and see if they still have it. It's called the CIP program, Culture Intensive English
Yes.
Program. I believe that's what it stands for. I have to.
They had it when I was a professor at UNI, and when I was teaching there until 2019, they had it then, so I'm sure they still do.
Wow, it
The
was amazing.
CIEP. Yes,
Yes,
CIEP is amazing.
an excellent program. So what they did, they would teach us English, but they would also give us conversational partners.
Yes.
They would help us understand the culture.
Ooh, yes.
So I thought, wow, this is such an amazing way to welcome people and integrate them and help us function properly.
Right?
For me, this was also a fantastic foundation to get me into regular classroom.
Yay, I love it.
Yes, it
Oh,
was great. So when I finished this program, I went to regular classes. I did a college of education.
mhm.
I completed my bachelor's and my master's. Then I said, now that I'm done, what do I want to do? It's that transition again.
Right?
Said, I want to help others who have experienced what I may be experienced. I want to give back and be a service. Um, so sometimes when you have been through so much, it's easy to see yourself as a victim.
Yes, of
See
course.
yourself as someone who have nothing to share.
Right, right.
But I've always seen and appreciated the blessings that God has given me.
Yes.
And I wanted to use anything I
Right.
knew to
So
help others.
beautiful.
So I studied that way, and I would have students in my small apartment on campus.
Yeah.
I don't think they have those anymore. They used to, they call
Yeah.
student housing. I don't remember. They got rid of those, but we
Yeah.
would meet, drink some tea on a Saturday afternoon
Sweet.
with our American friends, our conversational partners,
Oh,
and exchange ideas and just fellowship and break
yes.
bread.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
that's how I knew it's somehow natural, and
Yes.
it's also I have so much to offer to be a
Yes.
service to others.
That's right, sweetheart.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much.
Mhm.
So now there's a documentary that's forthcoming. So tell us about the documentary currently in development based on your book, Spared.
Yeah, thank you for asking that
Of course.
question. When my book came out, a lot of people read it and they said, "Oh, this could be a movie, or
Yes.
that would be."
Yeah.
But I prayed about it, and finally I met a filmmaker who resides here in Austin.
Oh,
And
yes.
yeah, so we talked and
Oh,
created that partnership. So over the past 30 years, I've been reflecting about my journey.
yes.
I managed to be able to not discuss some of the painful
Of course.
experiences I had.
Of course.
But as I was reflecting on the journey of healing, how you heal from whatever traumatic events or
Yes.
whatever pains that we may
Right.
have had, I think it would be good to just face that pain head on.
Yes. There you go.
Face it,
Yes.
not keep to cross over it and avoid it and pretend like nothing happened.
Right.
Which I've been able to do in order to move forward.
Right.
But to have that healing, I feel like I need to go back and
Mhm.
ask some tough questions.
Okay.
What exactly happened to our family members?
Yes.
And who
Oh,
did it and
yes.
why?
Yes.
Just get some answers,
Right.
have some closures.
Of
I
course.
don't know if any of our listeners have experienced some of difficult times in their lives and how they've been able to completely heal.
Yeah.
So for me, I want to be able to know the truth.
Right.
So go back and see. But I also want to engage in some of the conversation. How
Yes.
have other people been able to hear?
Yeah.
Because there are many people as we speak who have
Mhm.
overcome so much and they are resilient. They are
Yes.
thriving. They're doing.
Mhm.
What can we learn from that?
Right.
What
Yeah.
can we learn? And then I want to see, as people were reading my book, they were
Mhm.
asking me all these questions. I want to show you, 'cause these are my footstep. I came from here, and this is how God got me through. So
Yes.
people can see, and
Yes.
I'm hoping this documentary will also be a tool, a conversational tool, an educational tool to open up some of the uncomfortable conversations
Yes.
about the themes that I discuss here.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to it. If you're interested, people can check sparethemovie.com. It's
Ooh.
online. Yes.
Yes.
So
Uh,
it's open. Anybody can join us, collaborate with us, and make it into a reality.
oh, how beautiful. So will you play yourself or no? Will another actor play you or?
This is a documentary, so it's just gonna be filmed as I return back to Rwanda, and yes,
Yay.
and anybody's welcome to join me.
Ooh, yay. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Do you have kind of a projected estimated time of when this movie will be completed?
We are hoping and projecting for 2027.
Yes, it's
Mm,
coming up.
it's
Yes.
up.
Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. So
Yeah.
tell me, who would you count among your greatest influences in life?
Wow, I
Yeah,
love that question.
yeah,
I've had so many
yes,
wonderful people who have influenced my life in major ways.
yes.
And if I think about some of the qualities about those people,
Mhm.
they're people who are truly loving, who care about humanity. They're
Yes.
people of integrity, with great faith,
Uh-huh.
quiet, ordinary people who do extraordinary things in their quiet moments, full of faith, and they move and they shake things.
Yeah.
So some of those people are my parents. But in addition to my parents, I've had other non-relative, non-blood relative heroes that I call everyday heroes.
Aw, sweet.
Yes, who have stepped up from all walks of life.
Yeah,
So you read my book, you can read a lot of them in here.
yeah. Yes.
Of different ethnicity, different faith
Mhm.
belief, because God brings so many of us into these
Yes.
connections as human. So those people have touched me in a major way. So everyone you are my everyday hero. Thank you.
Yay. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very profoundly spoken. So, do you have a personal mission statement? And if so, Clementine, what is that?
Mm. That's a very good question.
Mhm.
So I've been reflecting a lot. When you go through things like I do, you reflect quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've been reflecting. I remember after surviving the genocide, I asked God,
Mhm.
why did you spare me?
Right,
Because there are many beautiful people who
right,
served you and
right,
loved you,
right.
and they're gone.
Yes,
What is my mission on
yes.
this earth? And every day I ask God that.
Mhm.
So what I do is try to give back, to
Mm.
serve, give what I have
Yes,
through education, whether it's an
mm,
education, whether inspiration, whether it's lifting someone else when they're feeling down and offer that message of hope.
yes,
I feel that's the role I can do right now, using the skills, the resources, and the strength that God has given me.
yes.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, sweetheart, you're so articulate. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank
And
you.
You're welcome, and it can't be easy to
Mhm.
share these things with us. Thank you. I
Thank
really appreciate it. So tell me, do you have a bucket list? And if so, what is on that list?
you. I have a wrong bucket list. You can tell from my personalities and some of the questions. One
Yeah.
of the things I like to do, when I came here, I keep hearing about this family reunion, class reunion, something reunion.
Yeah.
I thought, wouldn't that be nice to have family and friends reunion?
Yes. There you go.
For a long time, so I could get together with all the friends, all the family, all these people I love and love me, and we
Yeah.
can have a reunion somewhere. I don't know, in
Yeah.
the nature somewhere,
Oh,
and just get to share stories and memories, hug and laugh, and
yeah.
learn the wisdom we've all gathered all these years.
Right.
So I still have that on my dream list.
Yay. I love it. That's so exciting, and it will happen. You
I think
know it
it
will.
will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make it happen. And like you said, out in nature, maybe
Yeah.
someplace where there's a waterfall.
A waterfall,
Yes.
on a ranch somewhere.
Yes, on a ranch somewhere. Yes. Oh my gosh. My daughter, youngest daughter, I have 2 daughters, but my youngest daughter lives in Kentucky, and I know that there are beautiful waterfalls in Kentucky. I'm sure that you could find someplace there with a ranch. It's so lovely.
Yes, and just
Yes.
catch up and
Yes.
push that pause button and just
Yes.
relax and catch up.
It's the pause button. I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. So, okay, so you teach in Texas, at Lamar University. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. So tell me, what do you teach?
Thank you for that question.
Yes.
I am blessed. I've been teaching at Lamar University for the past 13 years.
Yes. Yes.
So, yes, so I'm a faculty in the Center for Doctoral Studies in Educational Leadership.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay. I love it.
Thank you.
My eldest son has his PhD in educational leadership, Dr. Jared Smith. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and he would have loved to have you as his professor in that endeavor. I can just imagine being in your class and the great joy and how uplifting you are. Ooh, you would make everyone's day.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I've been blessed. I've had amazing professors.
Ooh, let's
Totally
talk
blessed. Yes. So
let's
I
talk
have
about
people to emulate.
yeah, so you've got so many people that you remember that were your educators that you're able to emulate. Oh my gosh, honey, I love that so much. So, do you have any new career related endeavors? And if so, what are those?
That's a fantastic question. You
Mhm.
just mentioned about your son who has a degree in educational leadership. So,
Yes.
as professors and educators, we
Yes.
just don't teach. We
Right.
teach, we do research,
Yes.
we
Yes.
present, we always have creative projects.
Exactly.
So for me, I'm always looking for and another people to collaborate with,
Yeah.
to expand my network, my capacity,
There you
and to
go.
join so we can all put our efforts together to
Yeah.
continue to change the world through education.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Change the world through education. Oh, yes. Mic drop. Mic drop moment. Okay, sweetheart. So, do you have any pet peeves?
Pet peeves.
Uh-huh.
When I was young, I had a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like what when you were little?
But now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I need to take it easy. I feel
No?
that should relax. I'm more relaxed. I'm
Mm,
able to think through things. So
yes.
I things used to bother me. I'm thinking, why did they even bother me? It wasn't that
Sure.
big of a deal. They're small little things.
Yes.
So as I get older, I'm trying to reflect on really what matters and not to worry about small
Yes.
things.
Yes.
But like we know life changes all the time. It
Right.
doesn't mean I won't have some pet peeves next week.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's what a great response to that question. My
Okay.
pet peeve is when I'm driving down the road and I've got my hands on the steering wheel and I'm being very, very careful, as I always am, and I see someone coming at me, but they're coming this way in the lane, but they've got their face in their phone. That
Oh,
is my pet peeve. I'm like, I have 3 kitties I wanna get home to. Just
yeah.
put the phone down and drive, please. So that's my biggest pet peeve in life. But it sounds like, at least locally here, legislation is going to start really cracking down on people who are texting while driving. Thank goodness.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
good. You're doing something about it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because that's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's my biggest pet peeve in life. And the other one, probably that I can't stop buying books.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. No, I'm so serious. If you saw my house, there are piles everywhere, and I've got 8 bookcases. It's just what I do. It's my greatest passion in life. So, oh well, it's all good.
I love your pet peeve.
Yes, yes, that's my pet peeve. Okay, sweetheart. So, do you have any summer plans? And if so, what are those plans?
Wow, we actually almost the end of May.
Yes.
I love summers because it's a little bit slow,
Yes.
not too fast. I have summer plans. I teach this summer.
You do?
Yes, I have
Wow.
so I'm getting ready to start my new
Oh
classes.
my gosh, congratulations. That's a lot of work, though.
I love it.
Oh, you love it. Good. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Yes, but it's not all about work. So I
Yeah.
love to eat and I love to cook.
Ooh, you
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
fun.
to explore some new recipes.
Oh, that's so exciting.
So last summer, my friend shared a very wonderful recipe. It's a peach cobbler. Have you had it?
Peach cobbler? Yes, I love peach cobbler.
Wow. I tasted it once, I tasted twice. The third time I said, I need a recipe.
Yes, yes, there you go.
So I'm going to try that. That's on my list.
Ooh, fun. Oh, that's so exciting.
Mhm.
Oh, so when did you first know that you love to cook?
I've always loved to cook. When I
Mhm.
was younger, I loved to host. Someone used to tell me I have a gift of hospitality. So
Ooh,
I don't know you were born with it,
yes.
but I love it. So when you have that gift, you also enjoy cooking and
Yes.
spending time with people and just laughing and
Yes.
talking and having a good time.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Mhm.
Yes, I think you are born with that gift of hospitality, and that's so lovely. It truly is. Sweetheart, this is not one of the questions I told you I'd be asking, but
Mhm.
I've just gotta ask, after reading your book and being so immersed in your book,
Thank you.
okay, so were you when you were really afraid, like
Mhm.
when you were on top of that roofless, what is it? Hutu? The Hutu structure, you can hear them speaking down below you, and
Mhm.
you were up there and hiding. What
Mhm.
did you do with your fear?
Wow.
Of
Wow. I don't know how I can describe that
course,
experience
of course.
because that fear was real.
Right.
They were they had already killed
Huh,
almost everybody I knew in town.
yes.
And they had continued to search possible survivors who could
Right.
be hiding.
I gotta grab a Kleenex just a minute.
Yes. So my friends who were keeping me safe had
Yes.
run out of places to put me because they were searching at the same time. to make sure no survivor would escape.
Right.
A very dark time. I didn't know human beings could be that cruel.
No.
And some of these people were my neighbors. Not some. All these people were my neighbors.
Oh.
And some were my former friends.
Oh.
Some were my prayer partners. Some were my classmates.
Oh.
And they rejoiced over our demise.
Oh. That's so terrible.
It was
Yeah.
an experience I will never forget. So as my friends began to run out of space, they were forced to put me there.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember
Oh my God.
they managed to push and drop me in that space.
Yeah.
And they said, "We hope your God will protect you."
Oh.
They've done all they could.
Right. Right.
Then I hear these people bragging.
Oh. No. No. With machetes, and they killed them with machetes.
They were cruel.
Oh, it's terrible. And you can hear them. You're on the third floor,
It was
second
the
floor,
second floor.
second floor, and you can hear them bragging about killing your loved ones.
Mhm.
How old were you at that time?
I had just completed a few months after completing secondary school. So I haven't even started to truly leave my house and be on my own and be a
No.
grown adult. And
No.
I mean, I was age-wise an adult, but I really haven't
Right.
started to experience
Right.
life.
Right.
And then you hear something. The fear was real.
Yes.
And that's when I said that prayer.
Okay.
I said, "God, I put my life in your hands now. Whatever happens, it happens."
Oh.
This is one of the moments where I felt completely defenseless.
Yes.
And there's nobody to cry to.
Right.
Nobody to come and say, "Hey, I hear your pain.
Yeah.
I see you." This was just me and God.
Yes. Yes.
And that's when I began to say, when life becomes hard,
Yes.
or when I face some pet peeves
Yeah.
or some other challenges of life that are real, I begin to think about that moment.
Yes.
God was there then,
Yes, he was. He
and
was
He
there
was
with you.
there now. He's the same God. He
Yes.
watched over me that time
Yeah.
in the middle of these enemies, and He
Right.
kept me safe. I wasn't spared because they were good to me.
No.
I was spared because God wasn't done with me.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. That is so profound.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing that. It can't be easy.
No,
Thank you, sweetheart.
thank you so much.
Yes. And so, how long were you on the roof of the enemy's structure?
And this is a really good question. How God works amazes me.
Yes. Yes.
I may have been there 2 or 3 days, nights and days, and rains and mosquitoes. Or
Oh,
they had a good lunch in the buffet.
right. They had a good lunch, and you were all swollen from the bites, and no food, and nothing to drink. And then you put yourself in a puddle. It said in the book,
Mhm.
and you got a couple of sips in a puddle.
Yes,
Oh, sweetie.
and that wasn't enough. This was a place sneezing or coughing could cost me life,
Right. Right.
or even if I just a little sneeze
Yeah.
could alert the enemies,
Right.
and they would just munch me.
Yes.
So before my friends came back to get me, I was contemplating to jump out.
Yes, of course you are.
Go find some water,
Yeah.
go find something. But that was a recipe to fall into the hands of the
Yes.
enemy.
Right.
I just lay there motionless and thank God my friends came back.
Oh.
They came back, and something I think you were able to read in the book.
Yes.
These were teenagers. They were young,
Yes. Right.
and they decided, "Hey, we're gonna try our best."
Yes. Of course.
So even in the middle of the darkest time, hateful
Right.
times, there always someone out there who's good,
Yes.
and they don't believe in this type of
Right. Right.
ideologies. And that experience always gives me hope in humanity.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
And I have seen it then, and I continue to see it today.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Yes, because one of the question, I travel a lot now, and
Yes.
I'm on a book tour, and
Okay.
some of the questions people ask me, how did you not lose hope in humanity? I can't,
Yeah.
because one ugly event
Yes.
doesn't define the beauty of this world and the kindness we see every day
Oh,
in ordinary people who are doing great things.
yes. There you go.
So part of the reason I wanted to write that book was to shed light on those type of people out there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
not to let the evil and the
No.
evildoers be louder than the goods that we see in the world.
Right. Yes. Yes. Oh, sweetheart. I wish we could talk all day, but we do have to come to a close. Sweetheart, where can people find you on the web and social media?
I have a website, drcreme.com. So anybody can find me with my first and last name. You can find me on social media. You can email me, text me. I would love to hear from you. I
Oh,
would love to hear your story.
there
And
you
if you have an everyday hero, send me a message. Tell me who is that hero. I
go.
want to
Yes.
hear about those heroes.
Yes.
Story. If you have a story of healing, how you've been able to heal through life, I want to hear that. The story of hope.
Oh,
So let's share. I want to hear
yes.
as much from you.
That's beautiful. So it's drclem.com.
Yes,
Perfect. Excuse me. So any closing thoughts?
Vicki, I want to thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, sweetheart.
Thank you so much for having me, and I want to thank your audience for listening. Thank you. I'm looking forward to coming to Cedar Valley in the near future, and
Yeah.
maybe we can have that cup of coffee.
Oh, we have to do it. Coffee or tea, it's all on me. And
Yeah,
I'm going to read it again. I've read this twice, and I just read it again over the weekend, and I'm going to read it one more time before we come because I can't put it down. I mean, every chapter brings life. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to get the book. Where can they get your book? Now, someone's going to win it from us, but where can the rest get the book?
this book is online. They can get it on Amazon,
There
Barnes
you
and
go.
Noble. You can buy it anywhere books. It may not be in every store, but you can also make a request to have it in your libraries.
There you
Uh, and it's coming in audiobook in about a month as well.
go. Ooh,
So for those who like audiobooks, so
yes.
soon it will be ready in about a month.
Ah, that's so exciting. Okay, thank you so much. It's been a distinct honor and a pleasure, and I look forward to our coffee or tea one of these beautiful days in the future. Thank you for changing my life in many ways.
Thank you so much. I'm honored
Yes.
to
Oh,
be with you. Thank you.
sweetheart. Such a pleasure and an honor. All right. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And we'll see you soon. All right.
See you soon. Bye.
Okay, honey. Bye bye. Here's this for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank